Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm on today to show you what I've made for the Advent calendar makes for my sister. If you had watched my Vlogmas series all December, you would have seen what she's been making for me and what she's bought. We decided to do 12 handmade items and 12 bought items. So if you've followed it, you might want to see what I've made for her. But first up, I'm going to show you what I've made for my Aunt Betty. We both, my sister and I decided to make my Aunt Betty an Advent calendar, which would include 12 handmade gifts, 6 from me and 6 from my sister. And the other 12 was going to be chocolate, because she's a chocoholic. So, first off, I'd like to show you these wee earrings that I've made. And very pretty. They're wee fairies with a butterfly. So Aunt Betty likes fairies, so she should like them. I've made the wee box as well from a Gemini die. It's a double-sided die, but I'm finding it works perfectly well with my Cuttlebug. So that was a pair of earrings. First up for my Aunt Betty. Next up, I bought this wee easel from Poundland, and I've made her a calendar and it sits on the easel. I made her this style of calendar last year in an Advent calendar, and she really liked it, so I've went ahead and done the same design, the same style, and I've used the Works vintage, one of the vintage die cut books from the Works. So I'm sure she'll like that. Another thing is I've made her a set of coasters. I've decoupaged napkins onto them. It was like a winter scene with a gate, as you can see. And I've gave it a glittery Mod Podge coating over the top. And then we've got a paper banner, again in vintage style, which I'm sure she'll like. Got these wee images in a Happy Mail recently from Marlou, who's got it's Grace's Place on YouTube. She's got a lovely, it's not an Etsy shop, it's an eBay shop now she does. So she sells lovely things like this. And then I made her a wee tea light holder. I've gessoed it in black, and don't know if you're picking up, but I've stamped silver snowflakes and embossed the silver snowflakes, and then I've added the glitter Mod Podge over the top. And as it's just paper mache, I'm just adding a fake candle for safety, but it really looks nice with the glittery candle as well, doesn't it? So, and the last thing for my Aunt Betty's I can show you is this set of cards. Again, I have used my third prize winnings that I got from Melis Makes recently. I got this lovely paper pad, and it's got lots of cut aparts. I've also used the pens, the watercolour pens that she got, and a technique that I got inspired by Woolly Steph. You scribbled on the acrylic block and sprayed it with water. So I thought I would do a belly band for it, and also do the background of the cards because I tried them on the plain white cards and I thought it was nice but a wee bit stark. So I really quite liked the inky backgrounds made by my new watercolour pens. So I think it's up that way. It's a set of 6 I've made. So these will be handy for her just to have in the stash to give for birthdays whenever she needs one. So that's the gifts I've made for my Aunt Betty. Next up, I'll show you the bought gifts that I've bought for Gail's 12 days that we buy them. Food trivia quiz and a catchphrase game as well. I thought these would be ideal for Christmas Day. We like a bit of a game and quizzes on Christmas Day, so I'm sure she'll like them. We've got a cheeky elf. Got this one, it's a Thornton's one. I think I got this one in Iceland. And B&M again, I got the Christmas baking cases, because Gail makes lots of lovely baking. And couldn't resist this little fellow. It's a wee felted mouse with his Christmas tree. Well, that was cute. Then I'm going to give her, for the same day, 3 little chutneys. We've got the sweet and spicy tomato, and there's Gardener's Choice chutney, and then there's chunky onion, and also got the Dairy Milk Winter Gingerbread chocolate, and hot chocolate with mallows. Look at that cute mallow. It's the Me to You bear, and they've got the white heart as well. So they're really cute. Just hope they taste nice. And for the last 4 days, I thought I would get her some paints, because she's discovered jelly printing this year, and she's only got a selection of coloured paints, so I thought I would get her some metallic paints. So we've got the bronze metallic paint here, and the copper metallic paint, and gold and silver metallic paint. Now these all came from Poundland, but I'm really impressed with the quality of these, because I've used them before and I think they're great value. So that is what I've bought for my sister's advent calendar. Just a wee second and I'll show you my makes. Right, I've made her a star-shaped candle holder, just like my Aunt Betty's tree one, with the silver embossed snowflakes and a nice glittery candle. And her calendar, I've made this calendar for the kitchen. She's got a kind of yellow themed kitchen with some lemons. She's got a kind of lemon theme going on in the kitchen, so I thought this was ideal. I've used a kind of already distressed piece of paper in the background, this green and white one, but I've ran it through an embossing folder, a kind of bubbly embossing folder. You can see there I've run a yellow ink pad over the top of the bubbles, and it picks it up in the wee white bits. You can see it says, "When life gives you lemons, make lemonade." So that's ideal for a kitchen. Then I've got a wooden bauble. I've decoupaged it with rice paper, and it's a holly pattern, and I've coated it with the glitter Mod Podge, so it's quite sparkly. Then I'll show you the earrings that I've made for Gail. It's these beads are quite kind of Rennie Mackintosh inspired. They're not exactly Rennie Mackintosh, but you know what I mean. And she loves Rennie Mackintosh. They're certainly got a kind of Mackintosh style to them. So let's see, earrings. Oops. Putting them back in this wee box that I've made. Again, I've used the Gemini hexagon shaped box, and I've used some Christmas music paper, and I got this from, it's from a different vintage Christmas pad, decoupage pad that I had already in my stash. So I thought that looked nice with the music paper. And I've got another vintage banner using the vintage images from the pad that I won from Melis Makes again. And also using that same pad, I made this. It's a heart garland that I had. It's cardboard, and I've gessoed it black and glued on all different images. Very kind of retro style. All sorts of things on it. And I added a few wee gems dotted about. I've just noticed I've forgot to put the ribbon on to hang it up, so I'll need to do that before wrapping it up tonight. Also, I've got this wee reindeer, and again it's decoupaged with napkin, and it's like reindeer patterns on all over it. And I've made her a set of coasters as well with the same napkins. I've used some distress ink and Shabby Shutters, I think it is, the green ink, to put a tinge of green onto that kind of beigey. I think that's upside down. Yeah. So I used the like Shabby Shutters distress ink, and then I've put a gloss coat on the top. Next up, we've got an Alice in Wonderland inspired piece. I got this wooden heart from Hobbycrafts, and I already had playing cards, napkins, so I've decoupaged all over the all over. And this is a resin rose and a glittery puffy heart. I've got cut out a vintage image of Alice and added a teacup as well. And again, I'll need to attach a ribbon before I wrap that up. But she likes Alice in Wonderland, so that should go down well. Next up, Gail is a big knitter, crocheter, all round crafter. I thought I'd make her a wee notepad using this tag die that I've got, and cut out lots of pages for it. This knitted pattern paper I got again in that vintage pad, so I've from Mellis Makes, so I've had good use out of that. And I bought this set of knitting stamps from Crafting McGurty and a D-stash a few months back, so I thought that would be ideal to add to it. And she can mark off her rows and whatever she needs to do. Then we have a little picture that I've made. I've got this wooden frame, and it can sit down, sit freestyle, or she can hang it from the wall, whatever she wants. But she had mentioned that she really liked my child Woolly Steph art project, so I made her something similar, and she really likes this Banksy image, so I made her a wee picture just very similar to my art page. And last up, we've got a Christmas pocket letter with some red pom-pom trim, and we've got the lovely red and white papers. Letter to Santa, the wee reindeer Santa. Again, these are the vintage images from the pop-out book that I got from Mel. And some more stamps. Cookies for Santa. That's a cute wee snowman, isn't it? In the back, I've put paper candy, which is wee kind of paper dots, all different shades and patterns. So I gave her a selection of 9 different paper candies in the back. So that is it. I hope you like what I've made, and I would love to know which has been your favourite project that I've made. So speak to me in the comments, and if you liked this video, please give it a like, and if you've not already subscribed, please subscribe as well. That would be very, very nice of you to do so, and I hope to see you again. Thank you very much. So bye bye.